In the beginning, there was only nothing. But then Accolade said, "Let there be Bubsy!" And there was. Hello there! Today, I am going to take you through all of Bubsy's lore. What lore, you might ask? Do these games even have a story? I don't know. Let's go find out together. What could possibly go wrong? Our story begins with Bubsy in Claw's Encounters of the Furred Kind. Say that 10 times fast. Some quote-unquote evil space aliens, called the Woolies, are stealing up all of the yarn in the universe. And who better to save mankind from this material problem than Bubsy himself? He goes on an epic adventure through the village, past the carnival, hitches a ride on a canyon train, and goes down the river through the forest. This eventually leads him to the mothership, where he confronts the Woolly Queens themselves, Polly and Esther. Defeated and humbled, the Woolies retreat back to their homeworld of Rayon to hopefully never be seen again. We next find our prodigal Bobcat starring in his very own cartoon show. A scientist vole named Virtual Reality has invented a new virtual reality headset that can turn anything you imagine real. Being completely nuts, Bubsy agrees to be a live test subject and try the new invention out. Things get needlessly complicated as his next of kin get bored and steal the device. Some rich fat cat is also trying to steal it. Then every asshole and their dog starts wearing the headset. The device starts short-circuiting. But then Bubsy imagines the world back to normal and the day is saved. Not too long afterwards, Bubsy 2 happens. Virgil is now trying to market the aforementioned headset, and a space pig called Oinker P. Ham picks up the patent. He tries using the device to create the greatest museum ever. Unfortunately, it is soon discovered that the headset is malfunctioning, and instead of creating what you imagine, it steals your thoughts out of reality itself. Unfazed by this, Oinker decides to charge people top dollar to re-experience everything he's erased. Bubsy goes to the new museum with his niece and nephew for a fun day outing, and they end up defeating Oinker and destroy that cursed headset once and for all. Later on still, Mother Goose, who apparently protected the borders of reality or something, is kidnapped by the evil Hansel and Gretel. Now fairy tale villains start appearing in the real world to harm all children everywhere. Yeesh, never thought I would feel disappointed that those two weren't cooked in an oven. That witch they killed really was an unsung hero apparently. Now it's up to Bubsy in Fractured Furry Tales to save the day again. In what is quite possibly one of the most frustrating, difficult platformers ever, he travels through Wonderland, up a beanstalk, into Arabian Nights, under the sea, then eats his way through a land of sweets to finally kill Hansel and Gretel once and for all.
Finish him!
Mother Goose is saved, and the balance between fairy tales and the real world is restored. But this peace doesn't last long. Apparently the Woolies are back. Still determined as ever to steal Earth's yarn once and for all, they kidnap Bubsy to get him out of the way, for good this time. And although Bubsy manages to escape from their ship, he finds himself stranded on the world of Rayon. Now he must collect atoms and build a rocket ship to get back home to Earth. But, weirdly enough, he doesn't save the day this time. Here is where the story gets kind of convoluted. You can get two endings here, the bad ending and the bad ending. If you didn't collect enough parts, Bubsy fails to build a working rocket ship and remains stranded on Rayon. If you got everything in the game to build the best damn rocket ever, the journey back home tears the very fabric of the space-time continuum and leaves Bubsy stranded back in the Dark Ages. Regardless of which outcome we find our Bobcat in, the Woolies' plan succeeds and all of the yarn on Earth is seized. The story doesn't end here though, so before continuing, let's theorize a little. Did someone eventually save Bubsy from Rayon and give him a ride back home? Is Bubsy immortal and just hung out on ancient Earth until time eventually caught him back up to the present? Was Bubsy 3D all just one big nightmare Bubsy had, and none of it ever actually happened? I'm sure we all wish that third thing was true. But regardless of where, when, or how, we next find our Bobcat making the discovery of his lifetime, a golden ball of fleece. But guess who's back? Back again. The Woolies strike back, tell a friend, and they, of course, steal his prized new possession.
Of course!
So, Bubsy has to chase them back down, defeat Polly and Esther again, to liberate all of Earth's stolen yarn once and for all. If nothing else, at least this game had a happy ending this time, jeez. This piece, however, is also short-lived, as Bubsy soon receives a distress signal from none other than Polly and Esther themselves. It seems that the notorious Oinker P. Ham is back, bitches! Apparently, he's building the largest zoo in the universe, and he must be stopped! I actually don't understand what the big deal is this time around, if I'm being honest. But this threat is apparently so huge that the Woolies even send their fiercest warrior to lend a hand. And together with Virgil Reality, and I guess Arnold helped too, Bubsy saves the day yet again in Bubsy Paws on Fire. Oinker is put behind bars yet again, and Bubsy gets called to his next adventure. Or not, because this was Bubsy's last game for like 6 years. But then, the good people of Atari stood before Pharaoh and said, "Let our Bobcat go!" They acquired the rights to this beloved franchise. And now Bubsy 4D is going to be a thing. I'm honestly so excited for this game, I can't even. It's newly announced and not out yet, but apparently this time around, the Woolies have been enslaved by robotic sheep of their own making. And now a middle-aged Bubsy has to step in and tie up all the loose ends. Who knows how this will end, but hopefully it results in a smash hit that ensures many new Bubsy games for years to come. Petition Atari to make Bubsy their official mascot go! In the meantime, go enjoy Bubsy in perfect collection to re-experience Bubsy's epic adventures for yourself.